Hi. So for my book, I chose to do The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. That's one I feel like is a staple. Most children know that book. They love that book. I think that it has like really good visuals in there, and it's very engaging for all of the children. I just made a couple notes, so if you see me glancing up, that's what I'm looking at. So yeah, the book that The Very Hungry Caterpillar basically shows, like, in the beginning, the life cycle of a caterpillar, going from like the egg to the larva, to the caterpillar, and then he's growing, finally a chrysalis, and into a butterfly. So we can see that the book uses stuff like sequencing, days of the week, which I feel like the preschoolers in my classroom are very familiar with. It does counting concepts, and then comparing. One of the things that the students pointed out is that while we were reading the book, and it talked about how the caterpillar was eating the pears, that was one of the kids said, "Oh, well, that's bigger than the strawberry." And I was like, yes. So the children were associating the different sizes already, making assumptions like, oh, this is bigger than the previous fruit. And from there, they started building on that, saying, well, I wonder what he'll eat next. So they were using those prediction skills, and then building on to what they had previously seen. And because of the repetition and the patterns used in the book, they were gathering all these concepts that I didn't think that they would be able to do, because it's a class of 4 and 5-year-olds. So I thought that would be a little bit above where they should be, but they were using those skills from the book and applying that, which I thought was pretty cool. But I decided to choose this book because I thought that it was pretty diverse, like as far as like culture, and it uses concepts like nature and counting and food, specifically foods that I felt like my students were used to, like strawberries, pears, lollipops, cake, that everyone kind of has had at home or has had in their life. So I thought it would make things more meaningful, and then like real life concepts, something that they would be able to connect to. And then just after we read our book, we did what's called our growing caterpillar craft, or not craft, but our growing caterpillar activity. And we used those cube links, and we